Straight in, Team 1, allowed to go to theme park. This is fantastic, Jackie. I have absolutely no problem with being wrong on these predictions for this last game of the day. I picked it on a basis of where the attackers to get in there and just open things up by picking off those roamers. Now, there's also, of course, thinking down to defending Armory and Throne and allowing Vols to get in there and open up that potential barrels wall, maintenance wall, whichever one they choose for. Shuts down PZD. That's the Wamai off the board. Gets himself a second on the arcade stairs. Onto Lagonis there with the frag grenade. The fight back starts for Black Dragons, but it's over as soon as it begins. Falls with an immediate. He will get the kill now. He's in an interesting position. He's absolutely pinned down. It's a nightmare. He is never going to survive that. As soon as I said it, I saw him get the diffuser down at his feet, and I thought, there's potential here. But then
he blocks off the entire rotation, and this isn't going to be fun and games, although he's slaughtering this one back into a winnable position, especially when Zofia is down and now out, slaughtered by Hugzord. He comes back in, slaughters the first, he throws the clip in, ready for the adjustment onto the second, but can't quite make it, as Hugzord will give him the hug of death.
Big first round there for Black Dragons to put on the board. That certainly keeps something that Black Dragons have done reasonably well. Apart from that first round, they have managed to trade the kill.
It's just the Wamai. As Valkyrie is going to be put down on the DECK. Final frag will be picked up as well as Luki just runs in with the M4 and picks PZD the pieces. Tim, this is starting to fall away from them. Team 1 is their map up here. And we'll see if they can. Ooh, all right. Well, they do net themselves himself a frag as he changes onto the Vigil, and it just keeps on giving as well. Follow-up frag there. The sustainability is at an all-time low, but he flicks off, adjusting his angle. 14 seconds, though, Tim, as he runs in. The angle was still being watched. Hornetal, all he had to do was hold that. As soon as he gets the peak, Rabs is so low anyway, and just picks him to pieces with his army of alibis.
Black Dragons still fighting strong in this
pump them full of lead, but as he peeks out, it actually does favour him. He cuts his way through Falls. Redux might have the firepower, but he doesn't have the time and will be picked to pieces by Hugzord, ending the half at a 3-3 split there. A stalemate with no advantage to either side.
I was convinced that this was going to be a really close match.
He's hiding, lying in wait, but he peeks out with his pants around his ankles, trying to throw out the utility. Both Tim instead. It's looking risky. In a 1 versus 2, it's all on Lukin. Jaeger versus Zofia and Nomad. They're watching the angle. They're ready for the counter. Pre-fire on the peak, but it's not going to work. Black Dragons snatched that one away. You can't help but feel like, Tim, the difference it would have made if they didn't go for the risky peak with the smoke grenade. Just keep your...
Gets one. Here comes the shotgun. That is another for Falls. And we find ourselves 1 versus 4. All you had to do, Falls, was keep yourself active with the shotgun, just like you have in round 9. He closes it out for Team 1.
If you're ever in a position where you're holding...
Because once again, he's backed up by Falls and Raps, who come out with 3. Lukic joins the party, and very quickly after that opening death, Team
find a game plan soon, tearing down those hard walls, but their team's being torn apart.
Some challengers and do everything they can to disrupt the defenders. They can't do that as Falls shuts down on the cafe balcony. It all comes down to this, and that's the pistol kill coming in from Falls onto Hugzord. Team 1.
They can really go toe-to-toe with some of the best in the middle of a cell. Unfortunately, not tonight. That is a 7-4 victory for Team 1.
The black eye camera's gone by the wayside, but how about that ace pick? That's one of the hard breaches gone. We're going to see a bit more thermite, I would suggest.
It's going to be wasted as they just pump in nade after nade. Oh, but there's a response from Hugzord.
Back from deep inside. Reduct takes the drop, and that's a very nice kill onto Patoxy. This is really going to mix things up, but Hugzord down to Hugzord. Time is ticking away. He gets to make the move, but is shut down. Philippox, 2 kills from the ramp, and that is going to seal the round for Team 1.
Now starting to speed up as Patoxy's going to flatline. The backstab from Philippox. He's the one-man army into the round. Kills on the board for him, and it's all down to Hornetal. There's the trade from Philippox. That's a quad kill for Team 1 as Philippox runs away with the round.
Right now, Philippox needs to be stopped one way with a nade. Hugzord, meanwhile, shuts down Raps and squares things away 4-4, but not for long as Falls. He's a minute. They are unable to close him down. There's a big run out from Patoxy. Nearly misses his shot. Seconds left to go. 3 versus 2 effectively as Lagonis is down, but PZD. There is another pickup required as Patoxy is down. The challenge comes on. Perfect man down. PZD finishes off onto Patoxy. There is 1 left down, but Team 1
with their utility, so no need to run a risk. But Go for something calculated.
Record, or is he ultimately going to take a loss? We see it happen right before our eyes. PZD shuts him down. Lagonis on the rotators. Foles tries to get aggressive, and that's going to be the first round for Black Dragons. Are they taking flight? That is the question right now. On a vertical angle, if he moves in quietly enough here, he certainly will. Foles is going to take down Hornetown. I don't think Black Dragons are even aware this diffuser's going down. Philippox gets himself a kill onto PZD. Foles joins the party. Lagonis helps them out with a team kill. Lukic to finish it off, and that is an absolute collapse from Black Dragons.
That's a calamity, Tim. How has this happened? The T is now secured. A 3 versus 5. This is where it gets awkward, but they're still coming alive. Hugsord on the stairway.
He really has suffered to the man this time around. Hugsord, big run out, going to get a kill onto Philippox, so that now leaves us in a 3 versus 2 as the diffuser cold on the ground. 13 seconds left to go, and Black Dragons just need to play this smart, need to play left. Can he survive? The shots are raining in, the pressure mounts, and Redux shuts him down.
Man. Redux on the Habana, showing up in the series when it matters most at a pivotal time like that.
Use that exothermic charge just to open things up. Now, that's a great opener from PZD onto taking advantage of that situation to move in. Now, how about that for a kill from Hugsord? Really nice peek on the man behind the shield at Pipes. PZD, that's a real diffuser. There is a man moving down the rear spiral. Patoxy shuts down Raps. A perfect round for Black Dragons. And there is a breath of fire left in this team yet.
Is that all it is, though? Moments of him going for the wide swing out. Once again, the same angle played time and time again.
He doesn't get it wrong either as he gets himself killed. 4 versus 2 now, and it's all falling apart for Team 1 once again. It's all down to Raps. He's going to get a kill on the reverse angle, but Raps is just not in a position to deploy them at this point. Hornetown has him locked down. They knew that he was behind the deployable on the pipes, and it was just a matter of time until he had to step out, and they shut him down. Look at the whip there across. Absolutely deletes some great reactions from him on the Nomad to move across and make the challenge onto the Goyo, but that's going to be a big toll for the attacking side. That could be some important utility, but leveled out. Philippox loses what was left of his life.
Queen Arsenic, the smoke canister that was stuck on the wall by accident. So not only is that bit of utility gone, Raps with another attack. There's the full frontal assault as Luki will peek up onto Hornetown, and it's all left on PZD. The Jackal is going to be laughed at by the hyenas of Team 1, though, as they walk away with the victory this time. Malusi ready for it on the close encounter towards Yellow Stairs, finds the headshot.
Falls down. Black Dragons fighting their way back into this, but how about that for a headshot from Lukic? Ripping spot looking to get the diffuser down and active, backs away, gets hit on the Yellow Stairs flank as Lukic gets one, Raps gets another, and Team 1, they will decimate, decapitate, and dominate Black Dragons as they come in to take the win on Consulate.
Gathered them nothing. They're lucky that they hit their shots and picked up the pieces, what was otherwise around that was starting to fall to pieces there as BD.
Hey brothers, we finally won against Black Dragons. It's been quite some time since we last won against them.
Finally got it under the belt. Bodega, I've got to ask you, dude, there was one round in particular that was giving me a heart attack. The 3 players all on defense, one by one towards Garage, dying from the same angle behind the shield. What was going on there?
Well, we tried to kite trick the hatch, so we didn't do enough. You know, there's a soft destruction that the termite can open that we forgot to to clear it. So that's why they opened the hatch and basically costed the round. That hatch is basically it's OP when the attack has the control of it. So I think that's what's cost the rounds.
I've got a sneaking feeling, Bodega, that you were probably very happy with the map veto. Did you think that went well for you?
Yeah, well, Black Dragons, they basically played Clubhouse and Cafe for the whole season. And we don't like these maps, and we basically vetoed them and just played the Team Park. My players didn't want to play Team Park today. Actually, it was me who gave the call, and I was just feeling it. We never played it on this split, and Black Dragons is a team who relies so much on analysis and previously maps that were played. You know, they watch a lot of odds and do a lot of counter strats. There were some counter stratting on Consulate. They tried to do some things that were interesting, and it was a great match.
It was actually a really quality match. There's some interesting points you raised there that I didn't even take into consideration. That makes a lot of sense, though, what you're saying about obviously how they normally approach matchups where they do like to try an anti-strat. Theme Park looked way better, and you're right. They couldn't really get a read on you guys because we didn't even know what to expect when you picked it. We were
Yeah.
both like, this is crazy.
Yeah, so it was kind of a surprise map for us. We were screaming with tier 2 teams. We were it was kind of a secret, and
Mm.
now you have it, Team Park.
So
But
we know
oh
the
yeah,
Black
sorry.
Dragons are a really good consulate team. You sort of came through. It looked like you'd done a lot of preparation for that. You were right on top of it. Is that something you'd been looking at previously?
Okay, so we basically try to do some things that okay, so on attack on garage, the
Mm.
teams are playing like really safe. To so smoke can place on do some place so we can plant, So we had to go downstairs and take the position of the smoke, which was I don't know the call out for this in English. I'm sorry, but so when we took control of servers, Philippox just went on fire, and we basically countered their strat.
Well, it looked damn good, man. In the end, you've walked away with a good amount of points for this. It puts you in a great position, Bodega. Before we let you go, mate, to try and cool down a little bit after your win here today, is there anything you want to say? Any final messages?
Well, thank you for everything. We're really happy that we finally beaten Black Dragons. We're climbing the ladder step by step. We are hopefully getting into the major and the Brazilian finals, and we're gonna fight for the title this time. I promise you guys.
It'll be good to see you there, man. I can't wait to see how it develops. Thanks again for popping on, Bodega. It's always a treat when we get to speak to you, man.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Thanks a lot, Bodega.